Episode 75, Europe's Digital Decade.
The AI6 podcast with Joanne Sweeney.
By 2030, the European Union wants every citizen to have access to their medical records online, all public services to be digital, and 80% of adults to possess basic digital skills. So, in today's show, I'm unpacking Europe's digital decade. Hello and welcome back to the AI6 podcast. I'm Joanne Sweeney, and in just 6 minutes a day, I teach you how to master AI for marketing and communications, and I also keep you up to date with how the world is adapting to AI. So in today's episode, I'll break down what the digital decade is, the 4 key targets for 2030, why this matters to marketers, and how you can align your strategy with Europe's digital future. And my friends, that is something that I'm definitely thinking about.
The 2030 digital decade targets, of course, these ambitious new goals for digital skills, connectivity, capacity building. Are they still on track, or will they be disrupted in any way as part of the current crisis?
I think, if anything, they'll be accelerated. Because neither the digital transition nor fighting climate change can stop, because digitization continues. You know, they are still coding all over this planet, and CO2 doesn't care about war.
The European Commission has launched the Digital Decade Policy Programme 2030, setting ambitious goals to guide the EU's digital transformation. And as an EU citizen, I am watching this with great interest. This initiative focuses on 4 points: digital skills, digital infrastructure, digitalization of businesses, and digital public services. The key goal here is to ensure that the EU becomes digitally sovereign and competitive on a global scale. So let's get into their 4 target areas. When it comes to digital skills, their ambition is that at least 80% of EU citizens should have basic digital skills. Employ 20 million ICT specialists with a focus on increasing female participation in tech roles. On digital infrastructure, all European households should have access to high-speed internet by 2025 and gigabit connectivity by 2030. The EU aims to double its share in global semiconductor production and establish 10,000 climate-neutral, highly secure edge nodes for data processing. On digital transformation of businesses, 75% of EU companies should use cloud computing, big data, or AI. Support the creation of more EU-based tech companies and ensure over 90% of SMEs reach at least a basic level of digital literacy and also business intent. And then finally, digitalization of public services. Their ambition is that all key public services should be available online. This is a massive ambition. And then 100% of citizens should have access to their medical records online, and a digital identity should be accessible to all. MEP Josiane Kudujar, who was a negotiator on the EU's 2030 digital policy agenda, emphasises the inclusive and the value-driven nature of the digital decade. She says, "I remain steadfast in working towards making the EU a place that makes the digital revolution genuinely inclusive, where everyone's contribution is valued and where no one and no region is left behind." So what does it mean for marketers? Well, audiences should be more digitally capable. So this raises the bar for content quality, user experience, and engagement strategies. AI and data-driven marketing will become the standard, not the exception. If 75% of businesses adopt big data and AI, then marketers, of course, need to become fully fluent in using AI tools. Public trust and digital identity matters. If 100% of citizens are gaining access to their own digital identity and medical records. Campaigns and content will need to be smarter. And of course, there'll be new opportunities for us in the public and the private sector to be part of those revolutions. So it's fair to say that Europe's digital decade is an ambitious AI roadmap for the EU and for us as citizens. As marketers, we should be aligning our strategies with those goals and really positioning ourselves as leaders.
The AI6 Podcast with Joanne Sweeney.
So if you want to stay ahead in marketing, continue to listen to this podcast, make sure you subscribe and share it with a pro that you know. You can also check out my professional diploma in AI for marketers, or you can hire me for an in-company AI workshop. Use the code AI610 for a discount. I'm Joanne Sweeney. This is the AI6 Podcast for marketers embracing the AI age.